you bubble and go down. The way you whine, yeah, girl you fine, yeah, you move in time, yeah. The way you whine and you grind and you bubble and go down there. Down little bit, wine and go down there. Down little bit, wine and go down there.
Down a little bit. What's the scene, people? Woo! Welcome to our weekly Caribbean Live. This is OMG Live Caribbean. The Wednesday before what would have been Carnival. And we are enjoying the music of GBM Neutron called Young Day. I am Cecilia Salazar. Welcome one and all.
Hey, hi everybody, that music real sweet boy. Yeah, this is Richard Young and we are in the middle of the Taste of Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago, the greatest show on earth. Welcome to those who are logging in. Share this live now on your timeline. Tell a friend, come in and join us.
OMG Live Caribbean people. I am Penelope Spencer. One and only. Vaughnette cannot be with us tonight, y'all. She has a little something going on. So we are going to be missing her today. But I want to say a special welcome to every one of you who are logging in to take part in today's show. Come in. Thank you so much for choosing us.
People, guess what? We have an excellent show planned for you today. So let's see what's in today's show.
So we have some exciting news to share with you today from Guyana, plus tips on how to make cleaning your home easy. You know, sometimes we have challenges with that. Meanwhile, on TikTok, we bring you more stimulating videos to get you thinking and laughing. Plus, we have the OMG Game Time Challenge, where we have some interesting trivia to share with you. And then we leave you with a new music video from the folks at Digicel, featuring Nadia, Nessa, Rome, Voice, and Miss Patrice. All that and much more in this episode of OMG Live Caribbean.
Remember, people, like, follow, and subscribe to our show and share us now on your timeline. Share. Well, over the past few weeks, we have been asking you all to hashtag your images with CFM 2022 Carnival Fashion Month. Because Carnival has always been a time when we dress up and show off ourselves. But for 2 years now, we have not had that release.
That's so true. Yes, Penny, dressing up for Carnival has always been an important part of how we play ourselves, even if we didn't play mass. You know, the great news is that many of you have been sending in your images over the past 3 weeks, and we want to show off our Carnival Fashion Month, people, parade on OMG Live Caribbean.
Yes. We are totally excited that people understood the mission, submitted their photos, and so readily took part. And we are even more proud to have the Ministry of Tourism, Culture, and the Arts support this effort. I like it to get here together. Let's take a look now at all the images that people have submitted for the past 3 weeks with the hashtags TTCFM 2022, Carnival Fashion Month, and Carnival is fashion.
So now we give them the rhythm, we get it finally. Give them the rhythm, give them the rhythm.
Long time
Fantastic.
Lovely.
Thank you again
Thanks.
to everyone who participated and also the folks at the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts. I want to invite you to join us on Carnival Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. where we will be featuring symposia. On Monday, we talk about the power of making your mask and remind you that Carnival belongs to each one of us. And on Tuesday, we have professionals in the field of fashion talking about Carnival is fashion too. A really exciting development that celebrates our Trinbagonian style. Log on and join us right here at OMG TT on Facebook. It is going to be a powerful end to our first Carnival Fashion Month.
Nice.
CFM 2023.
Oh Lord, yeah, double M on the remix. Yo, girl, why you bad so? Oh gosh, when you wind up your body, girl, you're making Marshall. Why you? Oh Lord, if I ever get your body, girl, I feel like I win a medal. Oh Lord, you are the champion. Why no girl can't take it from you? No, no, love you like between Island Trinbago. Do what you whine.
Oh my gosh, you're giving me a tabanka. This outfit I was planning to wear to soca, one of those.
Oh,
festivals.
yes.
Yes. It's a nice romper. Oh my God, this was my outfit, so I'm wearing it tonight.
I just miss going to the all-inclusives and seeing the fashion and Marshall Monday and seeing the fashion. Oh my God, we are such a fashionista country, yeah?
Yes,
I mean,
definitely.
like
And, you know,
New York,
and we have fashion for everything, you know.
Yeah, we
Panorama
dress up
fashion,
and-
different Carnival Monday fashion,
Yeah,
different Marshall
exactly.
fashion,
And
different
then
Tuesday.
there's fashion for all-inclusive, then there's fashion for the
course.
breakfast party,
Oh
and
yeah.
there's
Yeah.
fashion for the pool thing, you know? Oh my God.
We are going to dress up all week just for spite. Us here at OMG. This is all very exciting. Congratulations, guys, on starting this great initiative, Carnival Fashion Month. Wishing it grows from strength to strength.
Yeah, very inspiring.
Yeah, wonderful.
What our social media fans are saying? Stephen, Loretta, John, plenty thing to talk about. Yes. All you have to talk about thing. Kayla McIntyre, howdy. Traldon Lane, good Traldon. Plenty. My yes, friends and oh my darling, Kirk,
Dominic LaRoche, all our family. I want to
You
go
want to
down
go
there.
down there. Good night, OMG
Definitely.
live team from Melissa Roberts.
Oh gosh, it's
Audrey
wonderful.
Pereira.
Oh gosh,
He said 3 months worth of images.
I need to send some more.
I know.
Oh, Bianca, you are the fashion
You are the
darling.
fashion darling.
Hi, Richard.
Thank you, Richard Bruce Morale.
Richard is the next Michael Jackson, y'all. I just want to tell you, if you see Michael Jackson, you see Richard. Loretta John, Pan and Kings and Queen, yeah,
Oh,
they have
yes.
going on. Nice.
I
But
watched it
guys,
on
before
TV.
we move things along, there's a very important piece of investigation that we must initiate. This is especially for all those who are live with us now.
Okay.
We need your feedback. Can you tell us the name of this sexy sailor? The sexy sailor who portrayed Melange at the Taste of Carnival this week. Stephen, director, pull up the images of the offending gentleman right now because his name is needed.
Oh gosh.
Oh, good. Good. He was the taste. He was the whole taste. He was belly full in Melange there. Yep. He was the belly full. Oh, God, he nice, eh?
Yes, if
I
anybody
feel like-
knows who he is, let us know.
I could sail on that sea. Normal. Very nice. Yes,
Oh, wow.
Patricia Remy Noel, hugs to you. Okay. Or people meeting Loretta John. Nah, who is that? Exactly, Loretta. There's a call out. His name is my Kirk. Kirk is, I love you. I love you, Kirk.
Now, oh wow, yes. You
He
take
reminds
win,
me of
take win.
you know the mascot for the Tonga in the Olympics about some years ago. They had the guy who was the flag bearer. Everybody wanted to know his name.
That's true, I remember that.
The muscular
Yes.
fella is the Tonga or somewhere. Nice, good going.
Anyway,
Lovely,
good.
yeah.
So, with all that is going on these days, life has a funny way of making it seem that we can't make it. We just can't make it. And we can get caught up in that mindset, people. So, here is one thing besides that lovely fancy sailor you can do to get through it, through all the obstacles.
Life has a tricky way of making you feel like you can't make it. You can start out doing so well, and then things hit you and you start to waver. You start to stumble. You start to sway. Your steps get a little shorter. But if you can manage to muscle up enough strength to keep putting one foot in front of the other, it might not look well. You may have to do it ugly. But what I want you to do is continue to do it.
Yes.
Nice.
Wonderful.
One step at
At
a
this
time.
time, people tell us in the comment section what was one thing you were happy about this week. Tell us just one thing that you were happy about this week. What was it for you?
Me? I'm first? Well, one thing that was definitely made my week was COVID Carnival comedy with Penelope Spencer and Rhodey and a wonderful cast of young people as well. It was so wonderful. It was just so thrilling to be back on stage. I remember when Penny and I were standing behind the curtain and it was closed and the lights went dark. We were waiting for it to open. I just got this thrill. I ran over and grabbed her and started to jump up and down and said, oh my gosh, we're on the stage again. It was just so exhilarating and the audience totally enjoyed it. So it was wonderful to do what I do best and, do it for people to love it. And my daughter came to the show. And I think that was something that thrilled me as well because, she hasn't seen me act as much. This is my elder daughter, especially in a comedy like this. And she was so thrilled. She came afterwards backstage. She was like, wow, mommy, wow. You all were so good. I don't know why she was so shocked, but anyway. And so that made me very happy. Penny?
Yes. What made me happy was that people came.
Yes.
I mean, that weekend was so loaded. There were so many things going on that weekend. And people chose theater. And I felt so appreciative that theater is back and people are coming out and we're feeling safe and we're enjoying and they were enjoying themselves. They were laughing and that I was feeling good about that. But what makes me feel really special too is when you, as a writer, I wrote it on my Facebook the other day. As a writer, to see actors, when you see Cecilia do work and you see Rudy do the work, you have things written on a page and then they come alive. It was so fulfilling, and I really appreciate that. Cecilia is such a boss. She's such a diva. She's a wonderful. She is so talented. So I really appreciate that. And
I appreciate you writing the work for me to bring to life, Penny. We spend the whole weekend patting each other. I love you, Penny.
I know, but it was good.
Well, I told you all about the time about 2 weeks ago, I think it is, I went to the Maracas waterfall and I was so exhilarated and I got rejuvenated and resuscitated and all of that. And I put some pictures up on Facebook and it continues to have life. People are sending messages from all around the world, hundreds and hundreds just for these pictures. And I got this photo. Somebody sent me a painting that they did. And it brought tears to my eyes because a friend of mine called Beverly Thomas in St. Lucia, and she just sent it. It just came up, and there was this image that came up in my WhatsApp, and it gave me such a good feeling that she said she felt so much joy and she misses me. She hasn't seen me in the 2 years since COVID, and it really touched me.
Wow, that is wonderful.
But it was really something. It just gave me oh my God moment,
Yes.
and that was something that really gave me a lift this week.
That is a
Thank you very much,
portrait.
Beverly. Mwah.
Yes.
Kirk says I was able to announce my signing up yesterday to a top talent agency and share some huge upcoming projects with my family and friends. Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Penny, I can't wait till we can bring Kirk down to do our costumes and makeup and stuff.
I know.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yes, Loretta John. Theater is back. Yes. Rena Francis from Boston. Hi,
From
Rena.
Boston, Rena Francis.
Welcome.
I don't know how to do that Boston accent, but
so that's
all right.
Cecilia.
Yes, I can continue now. All right, so we're going on another vein now. We want to congratulate the Guyana Prison Service, or GPS, as they prepare 1,400 inmates for integration into society. The government has adopted a policy of prisoners reform, which provides training opportunities, allowing inmates to acquire basic income-generating skills and improve their literacy skills while serving their sentences. The government has increased the budgetary allocation, earmarking $88.9 million people to train prison inmates to further reduce recidivism and support reintegration through the Fresh Start Initiative. And this is what we like to see. Good news. Good news from Guyana.
Very good.
Excellent. Wonderful. Wonderful. Go Guyana. Well, we move things along now from Guyana and we head over to Meanwhile on TikTok.
Rudy real funny, you know. Rudy
Yeah,
real
boy.
funny. And all it just do a show with him at Queen's Hall.
Yes.
Anyway, have you seen the skit he did about Candace? Remember
No.
Candace, the girl who did not
Yes.
need wheels to roll down the street?
Oh,
Well, let's roll on over to Candace now.
6 to 30, like a clock, hey, and every girl I miss you up on the head. Balance yourself, when you're whining, keep on your toes. I take it from my way, put it back low. Girl, come wine.
Yeah, girl, show them, yeah, show them.
And when you delay down low, before the girl
Candace, don't do it, girl, don't do it.
My girl is hot,
Candace, don't tap, don't. Candace.
and when you tiki taka 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 tiki.
I had to learn now.
Where she gone? She gone home over.
Candace! Candace! Candace, where you going? What the hell?
But she moving faster than them, they go Maxi. She gone, yes? She done work?
We get paid already?
Yeah, I don't collect the money from the promoter already.
Well, let me go. Wait on we, Candace. We come in. Candace!
Candace
I
moving
love
faster
her.
than a Diego Maxi. Oh my, y'all had to see Rody in the play too. Oh my gosh, Rody played a skit where he was Bubbles'
Trinity
mother,
Mothers.
Penny's mother. He was so hilarious. So if we do the show again,
Yes.
which we're toying with, you will get a chance to see him. Okay, so for our next TikTok, when it comes to love and romance, Caribbean men have a lot to learn. Anyway, say no more. This past Valentine's Day made it very clear, people. Let's take a look at this.
Caribbean man for Valentine's. Morning, babe.
Morning.
Beautiful. Happy Valentine's. Well, I know this Monday you say you're starting your diet, so you need bother to buy no chocolate for you. Plus, I white people think.
I know you're allergic to flowers. So I think I want to bring the flowers because they know, because I answer them flowers. I have no money, you know, so I can't carry you out. It's pretty man.
Yeah, where we go waste all our money for?
Yeah.
Well, this next one, the next TikTok, this gentleman thinks he can get that he is the next Shakespeare. Let's listen to his contribution and you be the
Really?
judge.
Okay.
The tree is green and the mango is growing. Go find a job so you can pay the people that you're owing. You like to borrow like your name is Lisa, but if you don't give people the money, they'll make you pay for poor like your name is Peter. Now I feel like it's the new Shakespeare, so we keep it going. Thou shalt not borrow money and act like you're not owing.
needed a little more thou and didst and
Yes,
that kind
yes.
of thing. Yes, but
Far from Shakespeare.
quite cute.
Yes. Nice, cute. Let's say sparrow. You know when you master your emotions and people no longer bother you, right? Well, I'm still learning. I get bothered every now and then still because I'm an emotional being. Anyway, but you all may know how to do that separation of dotishness from reality. I am a work in progress. So let's take a look.
Some people have told me that I act like I don't give a shit, which I think is so funny because I'm not acting.
Hi.
You go.
I think Kirk will love that one.
I think
love
Kirk.
that.
That reminded me of my friend Kirk.
Galpesh, yes.
I love that because I'm not acting. I must remember that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, people, that's it for this episode of Meanwhile on TikTok.
Oh, yes. Congratulations to veteran soca star Baron and having an important street named after him by the Penelope Regional Corporation. Formerly Bay Road in the vicinity of Bamboo Junction and Gulfview Link Road, it is now the Timothy Watkins Baron Street.
Isn't that wonderful? And you all know that his wife surprised him with that on Valentine's Day.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
So you see how wonderful we women,
I'm just
women
happy
are.
that they did it before the man passed. You know, they're always trying to do these things when people go on.
Yeah.
You know, so that was real admirable, and he was there to see that. Nice. For all those who love cleaning the house or the others who may need some ideas to make cleaning easier, here are 5 great tips to help you out.
If you hate cleaning, here's some hacks to make things easier. Water rings. Just put a damp cloth over them and then iron them out. Check this out. Boom, gone. Stovetop. Just sprinkle some baking soda. Add some fresh lemon juice and watch it sizzle. Scrub and wipe and clean. Screens. Just dip a tea bag in water, rub it on the screen, and then wipe it off with a coffee filter. Descaling shower heads. Just pour some vinegar in a Ziploc bag, tie it around the shower head and let it soak for an hour. You won't believe how much gunk will come out. Works on sink faucets too. Hard water stains on chrome surfaces. Soak a paper towel in vinegar, place it over the surface, let it sit for a little bit, and boom, brand new. Shower glass doors. Fill up a spray bottle with vinegar, spray the glass, let it sit for 10 minutes, throw on some baking soda, put some salt on a half a lemon like this, scrub the glass and then wipe it off. Crystal clear. Oven racks. In a bowl, make a paste with baking soda, lemon juice, and vinegar. Apply it on a rack, let it sit for an hour, and everything comes right off.
Hey, baking soda
Well,
is nice, you know.
we could use some of those tips.
No,
Yeah,
vinegar
boy.
too. Vinegar is the best cleaning thing.
Yeah.
I do some of those hacks already with vinegar, but lemon's too expensive, so I can only drink that. All right, people. Thanks for those cleaning tips. I hope they help you out. So next up is Hot Topics. Okay, what's first? Yo, well, we know what's the hottest topic. The blackout last week, Wednesday. The blackout. Yeah, why we weren't here exactly, Penny. Why we weren't here last week, Wednesday. We all waiting. And you know, it's the first time, as they've said, that we've had, because of the electricity going, I had no internet. I couldn't even, my data was not even being accessed. I couldn't make phone calls. And I had no water.
Yeah.
So I had no water, no electricity, and no communication. I had to run down the road, well, call a few places, get a phone card. Thank God Massey had a generator, and call Stephen to say, you think we're going to have a show? No. Electricity didn't come back by me till 12:30 in the night. It was horrible.
Wow.
It was horrible. And the thing about it, nobody's going to be held accountable for that. And that's the kind of thing that's getting me vexed in this country. We have nobody saying anything about why it happened. Nobody is held, you know.
No.
I'm really upset about that.
Me too. At 7 p.m. news, At the 7 p.m. news, they had a guy. It was really quite funny. I wish I'd recorded it because he was saying, well, the capacitors and the injector and the independent vector and they didn't capacitate. And everybody's like, what? What?
Nonsense.
Electricity gone. That is what it means.
And
Well, you know, today
today
is the 23rd of February. And
Yes.
just like we have Carnival coming up there, which is a pre-Lenten season, in Guyana, it's Mashramani. It's a word taken from the Amerindian word, which means a celebration after the incorporation, because they celebrated becoming a republic in 1970 on the 23rd of February, and they are a cooperative republic. So right now they must be chipping to the road if they opened up like that and they have their little carnival. Mashramani is going on today. Today is Mashramani Day.
I did that about 4 or 5 years ago in Guyana.
Yeah.
I did Mashramani. It was wonderful. It's not our carnival, but it was a good time was had. You know, it was full of costume. It was a tight jamming session going down one
Oh,
I had a band once, you know, we won most colorful band. Imagine that. I had a band in Mashramani and we won most colorful band.
Serious.
Wow. So,
Yeah, it was a
wow.
fun
So
time.
it's always the 23rd. So it
Always the
doesn't-
23rd. Yes,
right,
that's
it could be
different.
close to
Ours
our
is shifts because of the
carnival,
Lent.
our shifts,
Theirs
yeah.
is on the 23rd.
I also saw that Dominican Republic is the first Caribbean island to actually halt all COVID restrictions.
All COVID. Yep.
All COVID. They've done away with everything. Mask, vaccine card, everything.
Yep.
Wow.
I
The
don't know.
brave,
Yeah,
the
boy.
good brave.
What else on our hot topics,
The
people?
children that were fighting. I saw the video. No, I didn't know where it was.
Horrible. Horrible.
Did I see an adult in that melee?
I just saw children fighting with one another, and they even showed the principal talking to the students in that particular school, and they're a little
Where
out
was
of
it?
order. Little out of order.
In Siparia.
Siparia.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the teachers said that the children don't fear them. The children
Yeah.
have no fear, I mean.
Call in their parents. Call in their parents, because somebody have to have fear. Because that kind of behavior is nonsense. And they cannot tolerate that. Something has to be done.
Yeah, something
Call in
has
the
to be done.
parents, call in the police and the parents, something. We really have to get a hand on things. It
Yeah.
reminds me of the other video I saw with this man having sexual intercourse in front of children. And it was
terrible.
seen. And then this woman who was showing it, she was so appalled by it. And now I'm hearing that she might get in trouble because she showed it, she shared it. I mean, I think we are just degenerating to a place, Trinidad. I don't understand what's going on, you know? And it was nastiness.
Yeah.
These people,
I have a
these
little
people,
sad
normal,
news,
you
too.
know.
Take care of your children. Take care of your children, people.
Yeah, I have a little sad news. There's a guy called Andy Stevenson. He used to
We
be called
remember
our local
him.
Michael Jackson.
Yes,
and
he
was
performed
part of
with
a
us,
group
right,
called
Penny?
Totally
Yes.
Tog in the party time days.
Yes.
I saw that he has passed.
Yes.
You know, so he was a performing artist and he was living in England. And I just bounced upon it and I said, oh my God. And I spoke to him just late
Really?
part of last year. He reached out to me because he wanted to collaborate on something.
Richard,
So that's a
Richard,
little
I have
sad.
to
So-
say, I was doing a show once and he came in with like bodyguards pretending he was Michael Jackson coming down the aisles. I remember it was Naprima Bowl Amphitheater. And if you see how the crowd got on,
Yes.
I would swear it was,
It was
really
very, very
it was
popular.
really Michael Jackson. People
Very
were like
popular.
screaming
And then
really
there's another death of a famous artist from Dominica. His name is Earl Darius Etienne. And he is the most iconic artist coming from Dominica. He
Oh, that's
passed
sweet.
today as well. I think one day before his birthday. Tomorrow is actually
Aw.
was going to be his birthday. And he represented Dominica and the Caribbean splendidly, brilliantly at local, regional, and international fora for the arts. Really, really. I met him. He came to Levy Dr. Oleana Poon invited him. There's a show that I do in Tobago with Dr. Oleana Poon, which is to celebrate the arts, and we bring artists from around the region. And he came, and he's was such an affable person.
Wow.
So may his soul rest in peace.
Yes,
Beautiful
and
man.
may all the good work he does and did live on, you know,
Yeah.
for him.
He
But
has,
as you,
he
sorry,
reminds
go on.
me. He reminds me of that actor. Remember Binny from Guyana?
Yes, Beanie, that's who he reminds
He
me
looks
of.
just like Binny. Binny, if you're out there, please say hello. I haven't seen Binny in ages.
True, eh?
Anyway, yes.
As you're talking about Caribbean work and Caribbean integration, I saw that UNDP, the United Nations Development Program, that they are giving through the government of Japan $12 million for Caribbean islands, I think it's St. Vincent, Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, and St. Kitts and Nevis to fight the seaweed, the sargassum seaweed problem that we have. Showing us, they're going to be showing ways that you can use it. You know, they're having all kind of forums and ways we could export it and turn it into fertilizer and do something with it, because I tell you all, I went Mayaro a year and that seaweed was as high, nearly as tall as me. The amount of seaweed, it was crazy. So,
good that they could do something with it. Nice.
Yes, so let's hope we make use of that fund in Trinidad and Tobago as well.
And what are the people saying? I saw somebody was saying there was good and bad experience with the blackout. Remember the blackout that night, that moon.
Oh my God, it was full moon, yes.
I remember that distinctly about that blackout. It was wonderful. Yes.
All right.
Coretta John, that is fantastic. Yes, news. It
was a beautiful moon, Penny.
We have some other news from Guyana. I mean, today's match, as we said, the Guyana Amateur Powerlifting Federation, the GAPF, staged its sub-juniors and juniors and novices championship at the St. Stanislaus Auditorium recently, where 20 national records were broken. 15-year-old Romeo Hunter, a fourth form student from Apex Academy, deadlifted 200 kilograms, almost 3 times his body weight, earning him the sub-juniors overall best lifter trophy.
Wow.
I find Guyana getting on these days, you know.
Nice, let them get on. It's nice. Good job, young man. Good job. So what are the people saying? What are they saying about the
hot
news?
topics? Yes.
Hot topics. And the taste of carnival. What y'all thinking about the taste of carnival? You're feeling it?
I am getting the bug, Penny. It is biting me. I wanted to go down to the savannah. I put out a post asking who wanted to meet me on the track, but nobody volunteered. I have to go down. I have to go. I'm going to go to the Panyards tomorrow night.
And then Three Canal Show is on Sunday.
We'll be there.
Hold on. So I cannot wait to be there. I hope I could sneak in. I don't want to tell.
We going.
I know. It's so excited. I feel the spirit of carnival. Yes, I'm getting it. I love it.
Penny,
I'm feeling it.
Anyway, we are moving on, Richard.
Okay, we're moving on. Oh, you have the recipe for us next, Penny.
With
you have
ginger.
a lovely little recipe for us now.
All right.
Right
with the ginger. Right, people, you have ginger at home, some chive and green onions or scallions, same difference. Well, just pour some oil on them and with some salt, and you have a great taste-making treat for your next meal. Let's take a look.
If master sauces existed in Chinese cooking, ginger scallion oil would definitely be one of them. As a condiment, it goes amazingly well on chicken and unmatched on a bowl of noodles. And it's also super simple to make. The ingredients are in the name: some finely diced ginger, some finely chopped scallions, and some oil. Now, there are 2 variations on this condiment, the only difference being that whether or not you choose to use cold oil to infuse everything raw, or you use hot oil to cook everything while it infuses. The raw version being more pungent, while the cooked version being a little sweeter and rounded out. If I had one tip to give you when making ginger scallion oil, it would always be to salt the ginger and the scallions before adding the oil, whether it's hot or cold. It is very hard to mix just salt and oil, so the way we get around that is to salt the ginger and scallions, which will sweat it out and then reabsorb that salty water back into itself. And that in turn will infuse more easily with the oil, giving it its rich flavor that we know and love. Even if the flavor profiles are completely different, I find this to be very spiritually similar to pesto. So sometimes I'll play a little game and interchange a recipe that requires pesto with ginger scallion oil or vice versa. It doesn't always work, but when it does, it's really fun.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
I do that all. I love ginger. I use ginger, I think, in everything. Love it.
All right, moving on along. We
Moving
all
on.
grew up with the Miss World pageant and the Miss Universe pageant, and it was mainly about beauty for a long time. But pageants have evolved into now where you have very accomplished people who are using these platforms to follow their dreams and make a difference. Today, we have a young man who has entered a pageant just for that reason, to make a difference. His name is Stephen Christian Bassano. Let's discuss.
Stephen, welcome. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me.
Hi.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
you are a contestant in the Mr. Supranational Trinidad and Tobago competition, a male pageant put on by Crowns and Sashes TT. Tell us about the pageant. When was it? How many other young men you were up against? Give us the lowdown on it.
So Crowns and Sashes is actually the franchise holder for the Mr. and Mrs. Supranational International Pageant.
Right.
And Crowns and Sashes is run by Stephen Jones. We call him Stevie. And it's really that they put together a robust program to kind of just have all the contestants do their best and achieve and grow during the period of the competition. The final for this competition is actually the 26th of March. So there's a lot of preparation that is going into it. It's apart from photo shoots and the glam, it's a lot of training with learning how to speak properly, learning how to walk, learning how to conduct interviews. So it's really just an amazing program so far, and I definitely am looking forward to the end results.
Great.
Nice. Stephen, what made you decide to be in a pageant? And what, you're just liming one day and, hey, no, I want to be in a pageant.
So let me tell you a little history or backstory, right? So growing up, I was always the kid that wanted to help and make change. Like, I wasn't the kid that would fight for toys. I would actually give away my toys or share, So applying for the pageant, I really saw it as a job and avenue or way to put some kind of strategy into my passion for giving and for caring for people.
Aww.
So I really wanted this opportunity to speak on behalf of people that can't speak for themselves, be that voice. And this really brought me to my initiative, which is Show Us Human Rights, which is an initiative based on art and basically using creativity in the human rights discourse in Trinidad and Tobago to kind of bring awareness to the lived human rights issues that some people face in Trinidad and Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So
Fantastic.
how are you emphasizing that art can be effective in an effective tool in human rights issues? Tell us how you're crafting that.
Sure. I am actually a visual artist and a fashion designer, so that is part of my background. So I really wanted to fuse that passion with my passion for human rights and standing up for what I believe is right as a human being. So I love the expressive nature of art. I love how we can create visual interest through art and even promote solidarity, awareness, and in some instances, protests. So I think art can really be used as a tool for change and for social justice.
As you're talking about design, I think you designed part of your costume.
Yes.
Just to go up, I saw a fantastic design.
Ooh.
Yes. So this was actually for the semi-finals competition on the Crowns and Sashes TT. And, we got a little challenge, or a big challenge, actually, to create our carnival costume. And I actually collaborated with 3 amazing friends, so Colin, Suku, and my other friend, Ricardo. and we came up with this idea of the national coat of arms. And the name of that piece is actually Together We Aspire. So it was influenced by the national birds and the traditional sailor mask. I also really wanted to pay, tribute to the great minds like Minshall and McFarlane, who I really look up to.
That is a wonderful costume.
Our red, white, and black is there, starring.
Yes, and I love it. It's like the coat of arms in a costume. I really like it. Love it. Congratulations. Now, besides the pageant, what do you do? Well, I know you do art and design. And what's the big dream for you, Stephen? What's the big dream?
So I'm a fashion designer. I describe myself as an eclectic person, so a bit of a free spirit as well. So for me, progression comes in different colors, different shapes. One day I could be a fashion designer, and why not wake up, next day and in the long run, I'm a doctor or a lawyer. So, for me personally, I would love to pursue my PhD. I actually recently completed my master's in creative design and entrepreneurship. Once again, just delving into something that I think would guide me on the right course to be in that example and that leader that I really want to be for my community and my country. So definitely, I think in the long run, just to be the best leader that I can be and own my own business, because fashion would always be my passion. Yep.
Wow. Just now we'll be calling you doctor when you go for your doctorate.
Yes. I like the sound of that actually.
Dr. Stephen.
Nice. Stephen, I want to thank you very much for joining us, and I want to wish you the best of luck in the competition as well.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Anything you want to share with us before you go?
So I just want to tell everyone let's start this trend for the non-artists out there, the upcoming artists, the established artists. I want you all to create or depict something using any medium, and let's promote awareness on human rights issues in Trinidad and Tobago. And you can tag me on social media at Stephen Bassano _MTT2022. And let's, start this trend and keep it going and raise this awareness. And any questions, you could slide in my DM. And, let's talk, let's chat, get to know me more. And let's just make this initiative something that really speaks volumes and is impactful. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Stephen.
And thanks for being part of our Carnival Fashion Month.
Yes, I saw my guys.
We saw him. I saw him. We couldn't miss him. He's so wonderful.
Thank you, guys. I really enjoyed it.
You don't know the guy in the sailor suit, or was it you?
Oh, no, but I mean, it can't be me if anyone out there wants me to,
It can be him. I love it. I love your enthusiasm and your passion and your eagerness to do good and to help Trinidad. That's wonderful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
a lot more young people like you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So people, after that wonderful segment, it's time for even more fun now with the OMG Game Time Challenge.
So guys, here goes. Today Vaughnette is not here, so we are going to throw down a challenge for you. We have some road march trivia, so get the carnival history caps on.
These are easy, people. I know you're going to get them. And if you get the answer right, you can ask any one of us on the panel a question. And if you don't, you will learn something today.
You will learn something.
So are you ready?
Ready. All right. Question number 1. Miss Tourist was the Carnival Road March for 1968, long before our times.
Yeah.
Who sang Miss Tourist?
1968.
Yeah, boy. I don't know it at all. You know it, Penny? How it go? You know Miss Tourist?
I play the mass.
Exactly.
You know?
Tourist.
Marie Millette. I thought she wasn't there, you know. I thought she wasn't there.
The Lord Kitchen. The Lord Kitchen.
Very nice, Marie. You have a question.
Celebrates 100 years this year. He would have been 100 years old were he still alive this year.
Yeah.
I love Kitchener. I'm a Kitchener fan. Okay, the second one. In 1999, that was just the other day, people. The road march was the river. Who sang this song?
Well, we all remember that one, eh? Where the
Yeah.
river, where the river.
What is the singer's name?
The river come running down.
What's the whole name, Loretta John?
Loretta John.
Kayla
McIntyre.
Carla McIntyre, but whole name. Nell Dempster.
Whole name.
Damien, you were so close.
No, David rather sang for Peter Minshaw's band, The River. That was a
that's
a whole other thing.
6 degrees of separation.
You know, in 2005, Sherwin Winchester won the Road March with what song?
Oh my God, I remember that so well.
Sherwin Winchester won the Road March with what song? Damien say LOL. Where's the song? Sherwin won in 2005.
How many times Sherwin won more than once then?
Marie Millet.
Dead or alive,
Dead or alive.
You know she trivia, though.
Loretta, on the count of 5, no, Loretta.
2005.
Dead or alive.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Marie Millet and Kayla McIntyre.
So you all have questions for us? Think about your questions.
Make them easy.
Marika, just ask one question. Let's check out our next segment coming to your screens.
Okay, The First Lady is an upcoming drama television series created by Aaron Cooley and is set to premiere on Showtime on April 17th. It stars Michelle Pfeiffer, Viola Davis, and Gillian Anderson. Wow, among others. Let's take a look.
In 4 years, I don't want to look back and think, what did I become living in that house?
It is my great honor to introduce to you the First Lady of the United States. Oh, still got it.
Never lost it.
The First Lady has to be a special kind of woman.
I can't have you backseat driving.
They want to turn me into a Black Martha Stewart? I will pick my team, choose my causes, understood?
You knew what you were getting into.
You kept your political dreams a secret from me. I'll be here for you. But I am going to be myself.
My hands are tied.
Don't push me off. I am your wife, not one of your girlfriends. You are the husband of a wife who has a mind and a life of her own. They think I should keep my mouth shut.
This is your chance to make history.
I'm just terrified of my girls.
I couldn't bear to watch you destroy yourself.
I have done everything I was supposed to do.
The world is always going to judge us.
They can kick me out, but they can't make me somebody I'm not.
That is fabulous. That has
When I
Emmy
see-
and Golden Globe written all over it.
When I see good acting, I just feel to cry.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the company you want to keep when you think of acting.
Exactly, and those are three of the most powerful first ladies that America had: Eleanor Roosevelt, Ford,
Yes.
and then Michelle Obama. Oh my gosh!
Hello.
Yeah. That has Emmy and Golden Globe written all over it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You know?
Oh, jeez, I can't
Question.
Kayla McIntyre.
Mhm.
My question is for all the presenters. What is your guilty pleasure, food or snack?
At least she channeled it, eh? She channeled it. She didn't leave it open. What is your guilty pleasure? She channeled it to food or snack.
Thank God.
I like it.
Thank God.
My own
let's
is
see.
going to be My own is going to be, it's the most ridiculous. You see salty caramel Haagen-Dazs ice cream. I put out a little bit just to say I'm having a little sample and I eat the whole bowl. So I would have to say that. Yes,
Yes.
Marie Millett, my set is a little different today.
Yes.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, let me tell you what since it's COVID and I want a little, as you say, guilty pleasure snack, I buy chocolate chips and pretend I'm going to bake. And then I put the chocolate chips in a little bowl and try, just eat a few chips while I'm, watching TV late. I have to say that is my guilty pleasure. Some chocolate chips late in the night. Some dark chocolate chips.
Black pudding.
Oh, God. Lovely. Oh, gosh.
Charlie's black pudding. Ooh. I was having some blood count issues, so I started eating pudding again. And I have to get it like once a week, but I have to stop. Because
I'm
it's
feeling for that, Penny. I'm feeling for
Yeah,
that.
I'm
My
feeling
mouth
for
get a
that now.
water in.
There
My
we
mouth
go.
get a water in.
I'm coming to pick you
holy
up.
drops. It is to die for. So that is my guilty pleasure, and I'm feeling guilty talking about it.
It's okay.
Yes.
You
Any
go
other
with your black
questions?
pudding, girl. You go.
I know, eh? Lava pudding. Right. So we move. We have time for. So I was thinking.
Yep, a quick one.
Yes, let's go. What are you all thinking?
Oh, good. It on Penny. Oh, no, it on Richard.
Oh gosh, it swung to me. What I was thinking. I am thinking that no, what I was thinking about with our Carnival Fashion Month is that it all it goes to show that you just have to have an idea and you can coordinate the idea and it can become real. And we got people to participate, and that really, really lifted my spirit, because part of what is normal to us is making style. I have a whole philosophy on making style, and Trinidadians, Trinbagonians, Caribbean people in general make style, and it's a very active verb, because we don't only put on clothes, we're exhibitionistic, and we know how to perform this style. And I know in Barbados they say pampa setting, and in Jamaica they say braggadocious, and some places say push. But it's all about zanting and playing yourself and making style, and I love that. And that's part of our carnival spirit. So even though we're not playing Mass on Carnival Day, that carnivalesque spirit is in us. And I celebrate it all the time. I always talk about our Caribbean aesthetic. So I was thinking that.
I was just thinking about consequences and Trinidad and people they're not being punished and not being spoken to, and we just letting things
not being accountable.
And yes, being not accountable. And that's real bothering me about Trinidad. It's real, but I mean, we are going through some stress right now with our production, and I'm so mad, and I feel helpless. That you can't, because there's a certain kind of victimization that's happening in Trinidad when you complain about anything. So I'm really upset about thinking about consequences. Yes.
And how do we fix that?
Yeah.
Well, on that level, I was thinking about how people need to be more brave or braver and step up, especially in the theater and in the entertainment. All of a sudden on the radio today, I'm hearing this event on Saturday, this event on Friday. Everybody waited for the last minute. But 2 months ago, we were talking about it. Take the chance, take the risk. As I was saying, Penny and I maybe had more cojones than some of the producers out there, because we saw that it could happen. We had a dream, as Richard said with his Fashion Month. We saw that it could happen, and we made it a reality, and we went for it. 10 days we did it in, and it's because, as I was saying, you look at the trends, you look at how the COVID going up and down, and you try to follow it, and you say, you project, I'm going to do that then, and it's going to happen. And everybody was so scared. And now Carnival, they're only concerts, and I think, a lot more could have happened for the artists and for Carnival.
And the whole world is slowing down with the COVID as well. I mean, America, the numbers are going way down. I mean, New York City had like 100 something some time ago.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But I do understand how you and I and Richard and other people, we're not the only ones, could look at all of this and see it happening, but not the people in charge, not the people in the ministry or in the NCC and all that. Weren't seeing this and saying, no, let me take a risk. Let's.
Not everybody into taking risk and the So we find people are just cowering and waiting for other people to take the chance. And that's okay. That's okay, you know, that's okay. They always have leaders and we'll always have followers. And if I'm a leader, I'm proud, I'm happy with that. But this is
so exciting.
Take in front, go, take charge of your life and move on with it. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So I think it's coming to a close. I want to thank all of you, those who took part in today's show. We truly appreciate you. We can't tell you how much we love being here for you. So we love
and
you.
all our TV viewers, we love you all. We love your responses when we meet you all on the street. Oh, Nadia Byron's birthday was the other day.
Yes. Happy birthday, Nadia. To our sister who looks fabulous. She always looks fabulous.
She was hot today.
She could bust style, boy. She could bust.
According to Damien, I don't see we just bust style. I love it. We just bust style, Damien.
I want to invite you to join us next week right here, people. Same time, same place. Or if you want to take part in the show live, just log on to OMG TV on Facebook at 8 p.m. every Wednesday. We are also live on YouTube and Twitter. So join us.
Thanks, everyone. It was truly our pleasure being with you today. We love it.
And we're leaving you with this excellent project done by Digicel and directed by Josiah Prasad, starring Nadia, Nessa, Patrice, Room, and Voice. No time like now.
Always say, let's be kind
to each other.
Let's be kind to each other.
Just be safe out there. Be safe.
Be safe. Still.
Jinbeko spirit full of light. What a beautiful sight. Enjoyment by what we like. We don't like to fuss or fight or no. This is the happiest place I know. East and west, the big one now. I know they have their own identity to